Welcome back to my channel. This is a reading for Libra, February 2021 for career, money, and finance. And for all my returning subscribers and those that are new, always appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. So this is a more specific video to address your finances as opposed to the general energies of the month of the previous video that I put out around for February 2021. So just given the volatility of the pandemic and how things are laid out for the rest of the world, I thought that it would be a better idea just to keep in line with more of the money career aspects. So as far as the first 2 weeks, and this video will be for the first 2 weeks of February for Libra, career, money, finance. So a lot of good things are coming through for February for the first 2 weeks. And as I said, I'll be doing a separate video for the latter portion of the remaining 2 weeks of February. But there's definitely actual movement towards some financial rewards here. So how it breaks down over the weeks is it's an impressive first week starting out with the star. So for some of you, you may have been in a battle with a father figure or a dominant person or some legal or corporate entity, lawyer, manager, institution, whatever that is for you. There is some kind of revelation that's coming through, some kind of breakthrough that could be a solution to your issue. And that's why the star card, that aha moment. So it could also speak to an Aquarius for others. But for most of you, I feel that you figured out how to counter your opposition and throw things in your favor. So the reason why I feel there's opposition here is because it follows out with a clarifier of the Three of Swords. So definitely some kind of conflict. But I feel that you're really having to be strategic this month, to overcome this manipulative energy. I feel that there's been a great deal of conflict. This is really stressing you out. For those that I'm speaking to, as I say, these are general readings, but I feel that with the star card, something that you'd hoped for or hoped to attain, something that you wanted or wished for, is where we're seeing the conflict. So again, with the Three of Swords, the conflict is around, I feel for some of you, some kind of a dissolution to a partnership in business. It could speak to a personal relationship that involves your finances as well. But I feel that a lot of you are dealing with some kind of King of Swords here. And that generally speaks to a legal or a corporate entity or someone who's in power or in control of a decision about whatever it is that you're going after. So again, could be big business that somehow is standing in the way, or you're dealing with a legal entity or government, whatever that is for you. So, but there is some kind of a battle with the Three of Swords. However, we are looking at the Ten of Cups. So for sure, there is some kind of achievement coming through in this first week. Something that is, whether you see it or not right away, by the second week, I feel that you will. So there is that battle that's going on in the first week. And as I say, it does feel like you're faring well because you do have the Ten of Cups and you're getting a new start here with the Fool. But there's lots of anxiety. There's third-party energy or a team of people, maybe in a business or a corporation, that are working in opposition against you, or it could be that you are the person that is reaching out to another for assistance to guide you through the process. But as I said, lots of anxiety here with, self-imposed restrictions on you, negative thinking and the like, that kind of thing. Definitely maybe some sleepless nights, as I say, with the Nine of Swords energy. But they're all clustered together. So there's a real battle here that's going on in February. Lots of competition. Somebody is trying to gain an upper hand here, especially with the Five of Wands. And I feel with the more than one five, it's a pretty big battle, or at least there's a lot of skin in the game, so to speak. So definitely something, it's not a small issue, it's a bigger issue. With the Five of Swords, again, this is some kind of a victory that's coming through, but it either means that there's going to be some kind of a sacrifice that goes along with it, or that you have paid some kind of a price to be able to attain that. So, but overall, as I said, things are looking good. This is still the first week. So, I mean, that's a lot to sort of, transfer into 1 week. But again, the first week, there's a battle. I suspect that there's more than one person involved. Could be a team of people, as I say, they're sort of acting in an alliance make something or thwart your outcome. But there's definitely been the significant stress, as I said, with the 8 and the 9 of Swords clarifying, because it was progressive. And again, it was also followed by, the 5 of Wands and the 7 of Cups, that lots of anxiety, as I said, in the sleepless nights. But on the upside, you can also look at that 3 of Pentacles energy that is, that I pulled forward here. That 3 of Pentacles energy is also an indication that, even despite all of the as I say, despite all of the issues that may have been surrounding this, whether they were the ones opposing or that you're reaching out to get assistance here, but threes are still more of an expansive, creative energy. So there's even some hope in that card as well. But again, you've got that big battle, lots of emotional energy around it. So I suspect many of you are really drained in the month of February, or feeling quite worn down. And so I feel that, it looks like, as I say, with the Fool card, there's definitely some kind of a fresh start here, and there's a lighter energy all around coming through. So the only thing that I would caution is, because this is, right, the Fool is right beside the 7 of Cups. I mean, it can also, be about having some unrealistic expectations, feeling that you're just safe, in the safe zone, and not really considering that, even though there's a new beginning, there's a lot of responsibility that is going to be coming with this particular decision. So, it's fine to be excited and feel the, try to reground, which I feel you'll be doing for the month of February. But I also feel that you just want to make sure that you stay in a practical, logical movement toward whatever it is that the outcome is that you're desiring here. So again, don't be too unrealistic about your expectations. Okay, so just because I feel that there's going to be a lot of responsibility that is going to come with this new beginning, and you don't want to take that lightly. Okay, so I will say that I kind of merged my Rider-Waite deck. So we have the King of Swords, at the first of the week, and oddly enough, it also came out in the second part of the week. So as I said, you've got a new beginning. There could be still a lot of anxiety and so on going through here with the 7 of Cups, and we've already gone through the 3 of Pentacles, but more of an expansive energy that things are, starting to broaden, more people involved perhaps, but it has caused you a lot of stress. And there's been an absolute battle for sure to maintain your position or gain leverage. And again, some kind of a sacrifice, likely in a couple of areas of your life here at least, just because of the number of cards that are out in regards to that. But it is landing on the Ace of Pentacles. And I mean, the Ace of Pentacles is a really positive card. And again, that speaks to a new beginning, and certainly in a grounded, practical way. So, these are all really positive movements forward. Also with the King of Pentacles, I feel that's you actually gaining the leverage. And we have the 2 of Cups. So there is some kind of a resolve that's coming through in that first week. And then we also have the King of Swords again. So for some of you, I feel that maybe it is lawyer against lawyer, authority person against another authority person. But there's definitely some sense that because it's landing on the King of Swords again, I just feel that whatever it is taking to resolve this particular issue, there's a lot of legal energy around it, or a lot of strong authorities that are being consulted. So again, I just feel that there's, there might be you with somebody who represents you, and then up against, so maybe it's a union or something to that effect, but it's up against another authority. So that may be why the three-party alliance there. But I feel overall, as I said, there's some kind of resolution in the first 2 weeks of the month. Certainly that you'll be hearing about it very soon anyway. Some of the time frames can lag a little bit. As I say, everybody's on a different journey and has their own makes their decisions, or has other events outside of that are also beyond our control. So use this loosely as a general time frame. But as I mentioned, following, that new beginning, you do have the energy of, having some leverage here with the new beginning in a practical way with the King of Pentacles. But it's the 2 of Cups. So to me, this speaks to, if there is lawyer against lawyer or corporation against corporation, or maybe there's some kind of an investigation that's being done, or authority over another authority. I feel that you've gained that leverage over that first presenting King of Swords. So there was also, some strong, fairly strong pentacle energy, again, as I said, with the Three of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So I feel that your actions have been practical, in the way that you've moved forward here, to achieve. So you've gained something skillfully, you've been resourceful, and that has been what's influenced the outcome. So again, with the Three of Pentacles, that was really about, and also with the Ace, I just felt that, and with the King, I mean, definitely this is money. This is monetary. This portion of the reading for sure, and definitely in that first week, I do feel that you're going to win something financially. But there may be, as I say, some sacrifice with the Five of Swords, and whether that was just you and your time and your energy, and maybe there was some money put out. But definitely there is some kind of a win. And again, this could be lawyer against lawyer, or authority figure against another authority figure. Okay, but also I should mention, just to recap, the Ten of Cups came out, and that was very close to the Fool here. So we went from, the Star card, which is what you were hoping and dreaming and desired, and then there's the conflict around an authority figure. But with the Ten of Cups, and then following that was the Fool. To me, this really speaks to bringing about that happy end, because tens are about beginnings and endings. So you pretty much finished up with a cycle here. It's not to say you can't repeat cycles, but hopefully you're dealing with it now in a different way. You've learned how to navigate through this process. So the happy end, you're able to restart with a more light-hearted energy, coming through with that, with the Fool. Okay, so moving into the second week. The second week, you're starting out with a Wheel of Fortune. So really, I feel this is where you're actually getting the final decision that's being made. So the second week, and again, for some of you, it might trail into the third week, but for the most part, it's a general energy. So second week out gives you something to celebrate with the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. But I feel it's a little unexpected. And I say that because given the heaviness of the week prior and that first week, I just feel like you were so overwhelmed that it's a surprise, because it's a level of relief that comes through, to let you know that things have moved in your favor. There's some kind of a gift that's been given in a lot of ways. The universe did orchestrate things to line that up for you. And again, that came through with the Ace of Pentacles. So, again, with that second week, you do have the Wheel of Fortune. You definitely have something to celebrate here. There's definitely a, whether you're doing this with a group of people or not, but there's definitely a reason for you to breathe a sigh of relief. And with the Two of Wands, here's where that sigh of relief comes in. This is all about that new start. It's you reaching some certain degree of success. Something has been achieved. He's holding on to the earth in his hands. And so this is really on the material front. It's the practical aspect of something. So again, there's an important decision that's been made by this second week. Or it could be for some of you that you need to make that decision. But this is a moment to pause and reflect, just on where you sit right now and how you want to proceed going forward. So before you head out onto this new beginning with that Ace of Wands, with the Two of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, I just feel that, yes, the card speaks to a positive new phase that you're about to embark on, but you're not there yet. So right now, February is a place of regrounding. It's about calming yourself down. It's about, being patient with yourself this month. So before you go ahead and put forth, any creative work or moving on inspirations, there's a lot of cards that speak to just pausing and breathing especially in that second week. Again, we've got the Ace of Wands coming out here as well. So I just feel with the Ace of Wands, again, there's a new beginning that's starting here as well. So, you definitely have a conclusion of some sort here. The issue is that you just need to slow yourself down and not just go gangbusters into the next project, because the Ace of Wands can speak to, justice, of sorts. You've got this expansion and potential energy, and there's a win that comes through with the feeling of the Ace of Wands, but it's a new time. It's a time for you to just mull over what it is that, how you're going to proceed forward, because I suspect with this, whatever this was, there was some kind of a lesson that's been learned here. So, and able to incorporate a lesson, you really have to, delve deep and reflect and figure out, strategize how you're going to operate, moving forward. So not only do we have the Three of Wands, and for sure you're starting to act on how you're going to present and go ahead, but I still feel that this is really speaking to a pause. Not only with that, but you also have the card of Temperance. So again, just take the time to reground. This can also represent a Sagittarius energy, but I feel for many of you, it's just that you've been guided. The angels have protected you through this situation, and now there's that need to slow down the pace, and then you can build up your energy. So there's also clarifying here with the Magician card, and this is all about you being back in your power again. This is where you have some control over your intentions, where you feel that you can lead with your intuition and again, and you're much more skillful in the way that you're going to deal with these practical matters as they come forward. And it is practical matters because we are dealing with the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles is, for sure, it can be a card where money is slow to manifest or slow to come to you, but I also feel for a lot of you, this is about the potential to master your finances. It feels like you're taking the correct attitude going forward, and you're realizing that you have to earn your way up, which comes with resistance and opposition along the way. That's how you level up. You have to face the opposition, and you have to not be afraid to fail and then get back in there, fail and get back in there. The point is that this is all new territory that you're struggling to navigate through. So you need to build up the necessary information and the resources to gain further experience. And that only comes from, putting yourself frontline and center, in front of the obstacle, in front of the challenge, and taking the win or the loss as it comes. You can't be afraid to lose when you're trying to level up. Okay, so this is the Chariot, and of course, again, that can represent a Cancer energy, but I feel that it's you appearing much more balanced and strong here. You're very much goal-oriented. You're making the right decisions to strengthen your foundation. You're intelligent, you're disciplined, and this card is really just not letting anything stop you. So I feel there's a lot going forward here for you in the month of, actually beyond the month of February. But the next card out, because it's also a victory and a card of success. So there's definitely, more than one achievement, I feel, in the month of February for you. Some of it might be financial, some of it might be in regards to winning, against the opposition, whatever it was that took the obstacle out of the way for you to get to that secondary element. But the second 10 here with the 10 of Swords means that there is some kind of transformation that was probably quite heart-wrenching for you to have gone through. But again, it does speak to a chance for a new beginning. And again, it looks like it affected more than one area of your life, because there were 2 10s, there were 2 5s. So it's been transformative for you in a few different areas, whether that's emotional or physical or financial, but a few fronts were having to be transformed, and that's just to strengthen the foundation so that you're better able to handle the next level. Because as you level up, you can't, you have to, as I say, you have to earn it, and so that means there's going to be more competition as you go up the steps, so to speak, or go up the ladder. So even in terms of a job, whether you were about to lose your job or there was some kind of an issue around that, this looks like everything is moving in your favor, but there was definitely some really heavy, really challenging times around this. And again, it could also speak to a job that has come through for some of you in that second week, where you're hearing of the opportunities, because as I said, we had the Ace of Wands. So for sure, inspired action, but also in the first week, there was that Ace of Pentacles that came through. So again, you know, it might have trailed through into the second week because everybody's a little bit different in terms of energy, but it could be that that position or some job has opportunity has arisen here, at least in the first 2 weeks. So again, second week, we are getting, again, more of a shift in things moving in your direction. So again, there's the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is the second time this has come through. So again, it could be that there's more than one new beginning here. But it's definitely some kind of closure of a cycle for sure. So this is a way forward. There's a lot more confidence that you're going to approach things, you know, with, and certainly you're a lot more clear in the process and as to where you're headed with the Queen of Swords. And this, of course, is the Libra energy coming through. So I just feel you're much more empowered. You have what it takes to go the distance now. You know, you're not afraid to face up to the new territory. This is where you have culminated your resources and you really worked hard to attain this wish fulfillment, because the next card out is the Magician. So you've really pulled together your resources. You've used your strategy, your intellect, anything that you could at your disposal to be able to manifest this and bring it, you know, toward you in your favor. And for sure, with the Nine of Pentacles, I mean, you're standing strong. This is a really independent, strong card. But it's also a card of resources. So, you know, you have, it's either for some of you, actual money that's coming in the first 2 weeks, or you've gained some kind of resource toward gaining leverage toward that money coming in. So, because the Nine of Pentacles, you know, brings about good news with the Page of Cups, the messenger, and it's bringing about wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups by that second week. So I feel that there definitely has been lessons that have been learned here with 2 cycles of the tens. And for sure, all the battles and all the pain that you really drained yourself with. I just feel that, you know, that good news that's coming through for wish fulfillment is going to bring about some kind of money for you. So some of you might be just hearing about it in the first couple of weeks, and again, it may play out into the latter portion of February. But definitely you are achieving, and you have some victories here in the first couple of weeks. So you've definitely learned something in that process. So that's what I have for you, Libra, for the first 2 weeks of February 2021. And again, for some of you, there will be that overlap into the latter portion of the month. So please stay tuned for the second 2 weeks of February, because I did pull a couple of cards there, and it did feel like there was going to be even more gains. And that to me spoke to more actual, tangible, monetary gain there. But anyway, as I said, I just feel that this is just a general reading. Everyone's operating on their own timeline based on their own actions and their own external events. So some things might be a little slower to bring about those changes, but they're still moving in your favor despite the generality of the time frame. So the second half of February, as I said, I saw some victories there, and we'll find out if that's actual money, but I haven't pulled all the cards on it yet. And so I'll be uploading that as the next video here. So meantime, stay safe, Libra, and keep moving forward.